Superhuman Soul. Written and published by Life. The concept of a superhuman soul involves developing an unwavering sense of inner peace, strength, and tranquility. It's all about developing such strong mental and emotional resilience that nothing can shake or disrupt you. Developing a strong and resilient spirit involves nurturing a sense of balance and calmness. You remain composed in the face of life's stressors, whether they are major upheavals or minor annoyances. You take the time to respond with careful consideration instead of letting anger or fear dictate your actions. You prioritize finding solutions instead of getting caught up in whatever is causing you frustration. Take a closer look at your triggers and the way you typically react. Focus on releasing grudges, letting go of victim narratives, and breaking free from unhelpful patterns. Establish clear boundaries and communicate assertively without being confrontational. Embrace a mindset of unwavering compassion for both yourself and those around you. By consistently putting in effort, you can develop a strong foundation of inner strength, tranquility, and wisdom. You'll gain complete control over your thoughts and emotions. Your soul remains calm and unaffected, regardless of what others do or say. You derive your sense of self-worth from your own inner values, rather than seeking validation from others. You have a knack for shedding light on situations instead of merely reacting to them. This demonstrates the incredible power of the human spirit. Lesson 1. Your soul rises above, divides, and conquers. Even in the face of significant difficulties, we have the ability to transcend the chaos and conquer the obstacles that lie ahead. Breaking down complex challenges into smaller, more manageable tasks allows us to tackle them gradually and overcome them with ease. When faced with a challenging obstacle, our soul has the ability to uplift our perspective. We can overcome the immediate pain and take a more objective view of the situation. This allows us to respond in a thoughtful manner instead of reacting impulsively due to anger or fear. From a higher vantage point, we can spot practical solutions that may have eluded us amidst the chaos. When we rise above the chaos, we can then break a complex problem into smaller, manageable pieces. It can be quite overwhelming to try and tackle everything at once. Breaking it down into smaller milestones allows for a more manageable approach. It simplifies a challenging situation into a set of achievable objectives that we can easily track and complete. We gradually make progress on what used to seem like a daunting task. As we make progress in each part of the challenge, momentum grows. As we continue to make tangible progress, confidence naturally increases. Complex concepts can be made more accessible by taking deliberate steps towards understanding. Over time, the soul ascends, divides, and conquers, making the daunting mountain more manageable. It helps us gain the knowledge and resilience to break down problems into logical steps. It also offers the patience and determination needed to overcome each small milestone individually. Through harnessing the power of the soul, we have the potential to conquer any challenge or obstacle that comes our way. We are unstoppable because of our indomitable spirit. Life inevitably brings us unpleasant situations and interpersonal issues that test our coping skills. In these times, it's common to find ourselves caught up in negativity, conflict, and self-criticism. However, we can find solace by finding inner peace. This involves self-reflection, radical acceptance, and focusing on resolution over being right. Take a moment to collect yourself before responding when confronted with a challenging situation. Give yourself time and space to process emotions. Take a moment to reflect on your emotions and their underlying causes. Recognize any ways you might have unintentionally contributed, without getting caught up in self-blame. Embrace the fact that the circumstance has occurred and cannot be altered. Let go of any anger, victimhood, or denial you may be holding on to. When you have a calm mind, you can easily understand the different viewpoints at play. Try to empathize with the other person by considering their intentions and reasoning without passing judgment. Appreciate common objectives and genuine intentions, even when methods vary. Seek common ground and compromise. Communicate your thoughts in a clear and concise manner. Ask questions that consider different perspectives to gain a comprehensive understanding. Take accountability for missteps. However, it is important to remain steadfast in the face of mistreatment or unfair behavior. Offer forgiveness, but don't tolerate toxicity. Provide clear explanations if necessary. Lastly, prioritize finding a solution rather than insisting on being right. Ego wants to be right, but the soul wants peace. Release the urge to prove yourself right or always have the final say. Be considerate of others' feelings. If no agreement can be reached, part ways constructively. Finding the perfect solution may be challenging, but it's important to sincerely address the underlying problems. When you prioritize finding inner peace, challenging situations can become valuable chances for personal development. You consistently demonstrate honesty, strive for clear communication, and foster an environment of healing and resolution. You come out of the experience with a greater sense of wisdom and inner peace. Sarah was confronted with the most significant presentation of her professional life. Despite her extensive efforts, the executives proved to be notoriously critical of her marketing proposal. Sarah felt overwhelmed with anxiety as the board meeting drew near, thinking that the task at hand was incredibly challenging. Sarah attempted to imagine herself confidently delivering the presentation the night before. However, her nerves made it difficult to focus. She opted to refresh her thoughts by taking a stroll outdoors. Sarah was filled with a newfound sense of perspective as she gazed up at the expansive night sky. Her concern appeared insignificant compared to the vast expanse of stars. She came to the realization that her soul had the ability to transcend this particular moment. Sarah approached the impossible presentation by breaking it down into manageable pieces. She made her core message clear, examined the executive's interests, and rehearsed answers to anticipated questions. Breaking down the event into smaller parts made it less overwhelming. Sarah confidently entered the boardroom, exuding self-assurance. She encountered some initial difficulties, but she found solace in her inner resilience. Gradually, her enthusiasm for the project became evident. The conversation proceeded smoothly, and the executives nodded in approval. Sarah's success was ultimately attributed to her ability to remain composed under pressure, break down the challenge into manageable steps, and overcome her own self-doubt. She exited the room filled with happiness and a sense of accomplishment, knowing that she had expressed her true self. Lesson 2. Overcoming fear within your soul. Fear is something that we all experience at some point in our lives. It developed as a means of safeguarding us from potential harm and peril, but left unchecked, fear can hijack our soul, undermine our potential, and prevent us from living fully. The key is recognizing that fear originates within the mind, and we have the power to overcome it by mastering our thoughts. Identifying the source of your fears is the initial step. Do these concerns have a basis in reality? Or are these concerns and stories you fabricated? Identify situations where fear may be blown out of proportion or purely imaginary. Question its validity and usefulness. Is it more beneficial to focus on a potential negative outcome to be prepared, or does it just lead to unnecessary anxiety? Once you discern irrational fears, deny them power over your soul. Stop perpetuating scary stories in your mind. Remind yourself to redirect your thoughts when you start to dwell on what-ifs. Focus on the present moment, which is all you can control. Embrace empowering beliefs and affirmations. Understanding the power of visualization can help conquer fear. Imagine yourself feeling confident, secure, and accomplished, tackling obstacles with bravery. Imagine the benefits once fear no longer holds you back. This helps train your mind to anticipate resilience and respond calmly in triggering situations. Through consistent practice, it is possible to rewire fearful mental patterns. Lastly, it's important to avoid giving in to fears. Make sure to take small, gradual steps outside of your comfort zone. Build skills to gain confidence. Do not allow fear to determine your limitations. With patience and commitment, you can strengthen your soul by conquering challenges that once seemed overwhelming. Fear is a natural response that helps us survive. But with intentional effort, it can also propel us forward in our personal development. By understanding how to overcome fearful thoughts, remaining focused on the present moment, envisioning positive outcomes, and embracing challenges, you can liberate your soul from the grip of fear. Experiencing frustration is a natural aspect of life. Dealing with obstacles, failures, or delays can be frustrating and demoralizing. However, you have a unique remedy that can assist you in building a resilient foundation, particularly in challenging circumstances. Your consciousness holds the key to your personal miracle cure. You have the ability to shape your outlook and reaction to any situation. When feeling frustrated, it can be helpful to pause and shift your perspective to observe your thoughts and emotions from a distance, rather than getting caught up in them. You are in control when you become self-aware. When you're in charge, purposefully change the way you think about things. Seek out the bright side. Keep in mind that setbacks are only temporary. Find solace by understanding and empathizing with the limitations of others. Release yourself from the burden of self-criticism. Embrace your natural talents, unleash your creativity, and embrace your ability to adapt. Developing this empowered mindset strengthens your inner resilience against the challenges that may arise. You develop a knack for handling challenges with ease and composure. Overcoming challenges with ease and composure. Overcoming challenges allows you to sharpen your problem-solving abilities. Adversity uncovers hidden depths of inner strength instead of depleting your resources. Having a solid foundation within ourselves can help us find stability during uncertain times. Make meditating, exercising, reflecting, and acts of self-care part of your routine. Continue to broaden your understanding and delve into your interests. Build strong and valuable connections. Before long, your foundation will be strong enough to weather any storm. You already possess the incredible ability to transform your perspective. A conscious mind with remarkable powers. Commit to establishing your strong inner base. Then you can easily navigate through frustration and continue making progress without getting derailed by the challenges life presents. Lesson 3. Frustration and aggression affect your soul. It can be quite frustrating when we come across obstacles that stand in the way of our goals. Aggression can often be a result of the irritation and stress, which is not a healthy way to cope. Allowing anger to consume us not only damages our relationships, but also has a negative impact on our inner well-being. By being aware and putting in some effort, we can put an end to this pattern. Unmet expectations can lead to feelings of frustration and aggression. We often desire to achieve, possess, or manage something, and become frustrated when we are unable to do so. This discrepancy between what is expected and what actually happens can lead to feelings of resentment, criticism, and a mindset of victimhood. Focusing too much on injustice can often lead to misguided anger. We often seek to assign blame to something or someone. We attempt to regain a sense of control through coercion or intimidation. Expressing our frustration out loud may temporarily make us feel better, but it only adds fuel to the problem. Consistently struggling to maintain composure during challenging situations can keep one trapped in a cycle of negativity. It strengthens reactive patterns in the brain and diminishes our ability to think rationally. Outbursts that aim to punish others can damage relationships. As time goes on, the soul tends to grow more hardened, angry, and unsatisfied. It's important to effectively handle frustration to prevent it from escalating into aggression. Clearly express your needs and be assertive without being dominant. Reduce irritability by incorporating exercise, creative activities, and relaxation techniques into your routine. Approach scenarios with a compassionate and positive mindset. Find solutions that benefit all parties involved. By being mindful and making a conscious effort, it is possible to break the cycle of frustration and aggression. Practicing patience, showing compassion, and choosing the high road can help cultivate a sense of inner peace and tranquility. Having clear goals and realistic expectations, along with effective coping strategies, can help us avoid getting overwhelmed by frustration and stay focused on our better selves. Life is full of ups and downs. In challenging moments, it's important to remind ourselves that brighter days are on the horizon. By sowing tiny seeds of happiness and envisioning the outcomes we desire, we can find hope and resilience to face the obstacles of the present. Find ways to incorporate small moments of joy into your everyday routine. Even during difficult times, prioritize activities that bring you joy and allow you to relax. Be thankful, greet unfamiliar faces with a smile, and show kindness to others. These small actions are similar to planting quarters. Over time, they add up to a bountiful harvest of contentment. Furthermore, tap into your creative thinking to mentally prepare for overcoming challenges. Imagine yourself maintaining composure in challenging situations. Imagine a better life. Practicing this technique helps to build skills and resilience, similar to how physical practice enhances athletic ability. Concepts that you visualize have the potential to manifest in the physical world. Remember that even in the darkest times, there is always hope for a brighter future. Every condition has an expiration date. The transition from darkness to light is as natural as the cycle from night to day. Just be patient and the pendulum will swing upward again. Take solace in the fact that your current difficulties won't last forever. Instead of resisting or avoiding challenges, embrace them as natural parts of life's ups and downs. Keep your attention on the present moment and approach each task one at a time. Stay hopeful for brighter days in the future. Challenges will fade away if you embrace moments of happiness. Exercise your imagination and have faith in better times ahead. You can elevate your spirit until the sun rises once more. Mark angrily slammed his car door. Almost every red light seemed to conspire against him during his drive home from work, causing him to arrive late for his son's basketball game. "Incompetent drivers," he grumbled. Mark took great pride in always being on time. So it frustrated him when unforeseen circumstances threw off his carefully planned schedule. Mark was constantly glued to his phone while sitting in the stands, and he couldn't help but criticize his son for missing shots. He was extremely frustrated by the referee's calls throughout the game. Mark's wife requested that he step away and calm down due to his intense shouting. As Mark drove home, a sense of regret washed over him. His frequent outbursts only served to disturb his family and disrupt his own peace of mind. He considered the unfavorable example he had set for his son, and a wave of shame engulfed him. In the following days, Mark made a dedicated attempt to manage his impulsive anger. He would calm himself by taking deep breaths and reminding himself that anger would not accomplish anything. He said sorry to his son for allowing his frustration to get the best of him. Mark came to the realization that expressing aggression was not a healthy way to cope with the stresses of life. He made a commitment to practicing patience and setting a peaceful example. Mark had the ability to influence his reactions, even when circumstances were beyond his control. Over time, Mark witnessed the positive impact on his inner self and his family as he gained control over his emotions. He maintained a sense of self-control, refusing to let frustration dictate his actions. Mark's journey towards calm wisdom was marked by his ability to overcome volatile reactivity. Life can often feel like a never-ending loop of challenges, pressures, and concerns. When faced with difficulties, it can be challenging to maintain a positive outlook and avoid feeling down. Counting your blessings can be a powerful way to boost your mood. This act serves as a reminder of the existing goodness in your life. Begin by making a list of the fundamental things you appreciate, such as your well-being, loved ones, friends, abilities, and home. Appreciate the fortunate circumstances of living in an era characterized by peace and prosperity. Take a moment to value the freedoms and opportunities you have. These foundations alone are something to be grateful for. Take a moment to consider the personal gifts you have, your talents, education, skills, and resources. Think back to the guidance and assistance provided by mentors throughout the years. Reflect on the lessons learned from previous challenges, which have contributed to your growth and resilience. Take note of every experience that has broadened your understanding. Take a moment to appreciate the little things that bring joy to your day, like laughter, music, the beauty of nature, and acts of kindness. Enjoy the simple pleasures of sipping your morning coffee, engaging with kind strangers, and spending quality time with your beloved pets. These details enhance the beauty and significance of life. Make it a habit to count your blessings whenever you face challenges. Maintain a gratitude journal, express your thoughts with loved ones, or take a moment to reflect quietly. This helps shift your focus away from problems and towards the positive aspects of your life. It brings a sense of positivity, empowers you to continue striving, and nourishes your soul. Counting your blessings is always uplifting. Lesson 4. Ways to prevent or eliminate resentment. Keeping resentment inside is like consuming poison and hoping the other person will suffer. It hinders our progress and dampens our motivation. By mastering the skill of releasing, we can rid our lives of toxic resentment. Take a moment to consider your expectations of others. Are they realistic? People will inevitably disappoint or behave in frustrating ways. Understand that you have no control over or ability to change others, but you can control your own response. Let go of your expectations in relationships. Cultivate understanding for those who have caused you pain. Consider how their personal experiences and insecurities might influence their behavior. Embrace the common bond we all share as human beings. Forgiveness is empowering even if reconciliation is not possible. Take note of the growing resentment. Don't suppress it, but also don't indulge in venting or revenge fantasies. Express your feelings constructively to the person who upset you, prioritizing understanding over blame. Let go of the need to be right when you feel wronged. Take into account various viewpoints apart from your own. Disagreement is bound to happen, however. It's still possible to maintain respect for someone even in those moments. Direct your efforts towards discovering solutions. Learn how to practice mindfulness techniques to observe resentful thoughts without judgment. Distance yourself from them rather than engaging. Breathe, meditate, and redirect your mind to positive reflections. It is important to reframe your narrative. View setbacks as chances for personal development and growth. Have faith in your ability to recover and come back stronger. Focus on the future rather than ruminating over the past. With ongoing self-work, resentment can be prevented from sinking its claws into you. Having patience, showing compassion, and learning to let go can help your spirit stay light and move forward without feeling weighed down. Happiness originates from within. It occurs when you develop a true sense of contentment with your current self. This lays a strong groundwork for embracing life's uncertainties with a positive outlook instead of being afraid. Focus on embracing who you are and quieting that negative voice inside. Embrace your unique qualities, embrace your flaws, and appreciate the journey of self-improvement. Recognize opportunities for personal development, approaching them with compassion instead of criticism. Explore activities that inspire you and prioritize them in your schedule. Explore the things that naturally pique your interest and ignite your passions. Keep on learning and broadening your horizons. Find happiness in the little things each day. Let go of your attachment to specific outcomes. Understanding the rhythm and wisdom of life is a straightforward process. Have confidence in your capacity to adjust and handle any situation that comes your way. Be receptive to unexpected opportunities and different paths. Develop a sense of appreciation for the abundance of blessings in your life. Take the time to appreciate the little joys that surround us, even though they may go unnoticed. Show gratitude to the people who have provided you with support. Spread positivity by performing small acts of kindness. Embrace the future with a sense of excitement instead of fear. Have confidence in your capacity to overcome obstacles. Worrying about what we don't know can steal away our current sense of calm. Embrace the unknown with a sense of curiosity and awe. Finding happiness is something that comes from within. Embrace your individuality, cherish the present, and face the future with unwavering positivity to find deep satisfaction, even in the face of life's challenges. Lesson 5. Find joy and laughter in every moment of life. Life is bound to have a combination of enjoyable and challenging experiences. Nevertheless, we can discover moments of happiness and amusement even during ordinary or challenging moments. Embracing this perspective brings warmth and brightness to your soul. Begin your day with purpose. Choose uplifting music. Express gratitude for the day ahead and take a few moments to meditate. Get ready to face the world with a positive attitude. Find joy in the little things. Savor your morning coffee, admire the beauty of the sunrise, and appreciate the warmth of a friendly face. Make your activities more enjoyable and fun. Take on chores and obligations with a relaxed and cheerful mindset. Sing, dance, and infuse creativity into the most routine tasks. Find the humor in situations. Smile easily and laugh often. Connect with people who uplift you. Share amusing anecdotes and jokes. Discuss ideas and dreams rather than just problems. Inquire about the hobbies and passions of others and give them your full attention. Give compliments and encouragement freely. Infuse downtime with enjoyable hobbies. Reading, puzzles, games, crafts, playing sports or instruments. Find a few moments in your day to engage in these activities that will nourish your soul. Say yes to invitations for harmless fun. Keep a clear perspective when challenges inevitably come up. Take a deep breath, acknowledge the issue, then refocus on the bigger picture. Everything has its time and will eventually come to an end. Don't let setbacks ruin your day. With conscious effort, you can cultivate joy and laughter each day. Discover, generate, and distribute these remedies for the spirit. Levity lifts your mood and helps you positively impact those around you. Engaging in meaningful conversations can have a profound impact on our thoughts, emotions, and outlook on life. Through active listening and open idea. Sharing, we can navigate a journey towards personal fulfillment and making a positive impact on the world. Dialogue is a guiding light, even in the darkest of times. Make deliberate choices when engaging in conversations. Find people who have valuable insights and unique perspectives to offer. Focus on being fully engaged in the conversation instead of just engaging in small talk. Discover meaningful subjects that ignite creativity and empathy. Be sure to carefully consider not only the literal meaning of the words, but also the underlying intention. Approach with an open mind, curiosity, and patience. Take some time to pause and let ideas settle in. Instead of waiting for your turn to speak, try actively listening to others. Accept what is given. There may be times when miscommunications and disagreements arise. These don't have to disrupt the conversation. Provide clear explanations, express sincere apologies for any unintended harm caused, and redirect the conversation towards areas of agreement. Learning and growing are continuous processes for everyone. Utilize the knowledge acquired to implement beneficial adjustments. Let's transform inspiring ideas into action. Enhance your relationships by cultivating empathy. Utilize your newly acquired knowledge to overcome obstacles. Conversations have the power to sow seeds and nurture their growth. Offer your support and presence to those experiencing sorrow and uncertainty. Understanding the importance of a receptive ear can be truly invaluable. Providing comfort and encouragement during difficult times fosters strength and optimism. Building meaningful connections is key to progress. Making progress requires some effort, but every step brings you closer to fulfillment. Continue your pursuit of knowledge. Continue your pursuit of knowledge. Continue spreading your brightness. Conversations are what drive the journey forward. A threat is a message that conveys the intention to cause harm or damage. It aims to exert control by instilling fear. Even implied threats breach the peace by making others feel unsafe. We should carefully consider our emotions before expressing them. Stoking conflict escalates danger. Threats can sometimes have unintended consequences, leading to defensiveness and retaliation. Volatile words are sparks that can ignite destruction. Diplomacy necessitates transcending primal instincts for conflict or escape. There are always alternatives to threats. We can communicate our needs, establish boundaries, and seek justice while maintaining a measured approach in our messaging. Blunt honesty devoid of grace often backfires. Disagree wisely and keep communicating. Verbal aggression should never be justified by temporary anger. It is important for each of us to be mindful of the energy we contribute to the world. We have a moral responsibility to control our emotions and think about the consequences when exercising our right to free speech. With threats, what we gain in venting anger, we lose multiplied in trust, goodwill, and safety. At our best, humanity upholds the sanctity of all people. Forcing someone into submission only creates fear and resentment, rather than promoting peace. Sarah woke up feeling down after a challenging week at work. Her morning was filled with unfortunate events, oversleeping, spilling coffee on herself, and getting stuck in traffic on her way to the office. "Everything is going wrong," Sarah complained. She found herself caught in a cycle of negative thoughts, but then had a moment of realization. She understood that she had the power to choose whether or not to let a bad morning ruin her entire day. In spite of ongoing mishaps, Sarah managed to maintain a positive outlook and find moments of joy and humor throughout the day. She greeted people with a friendly smile as she walked down the street and took a moment to compliment her barista on their fresh haircut. While having lunch with coworkers, Sarah entertained everyone with hilarious childhood anecdotes that had the whole group in stitches. She paid a visit to her elderly neighbor after work, who always had a cheerful disposition. Sarah was always uplifted by the woman's contagious enthusiasm. Sarah danced while preparing dinner that evening. She had a video call with her sister and they laughed like they were back in school, reminiscing over an old photo. Playing with her dog brought laughter too. At last, Sarah treated herself to a relaxing bath, creating a soothing atmosphere with candles to wash away the stress of the week. She reflected on the small moments of happiness and laughter she had brought about throughout the day. Despite the challenges that arise, Sarah has developed a habit of seeking out moments of humor and finding joy in the ridiculous. She has realized it only takes the willingness to look in order to find light all around, even on the darkest of days. Lesson 6. Life reflects back at us. Feeling lonely can often leave us with a sense of invisibility and disconnection. Feelings tend to intensify during times of tragedy or loss. Contrary to the whispers of isolation, you are not alone in this journey. Through seeking assistance and engaging in positive communication, you can discover a path towards inner tranquility. When you feel lonely, it does not mean something is inherently wrong with you. Loneliness is something that everyone goes through at some point in their lives. Be compassionate with yourself in valleys of grief or depression. With patience and attention, you will overcome any obstacles. Take a moment to think about the things you used to enjoy doing. Take your time to reconnect with these interests as a way to take care of yourself and find others who share your passions. It is incredibly therapeutic to share your talents with others. Explore your local community for resources such as grief support groups, counseling services, and friendly places to meet new people. We all long for a deeper understanding. All it takes is a little bit of courage to extend your hand. Help awaits. Express intense emotions in constructive ways through journaling, art, music, dance, poetry, and other creative acts. When you externalize your inner turmoil, it helps to diminish its hold on you. Catharsis clears space for hope. Have faith that better days will return. You are much more than the total of your pain. Continue making progress by taking small steps every day. There is still a lot for you to explore and offer. Isolation's whispers lie, "You are profoundly meaningful and never alone." The vast expanse of the universe is brimming with enigma and awe. Inspiring phenomena. Life's challenges and fast pace can sometimes be overwhelming, but it's important to recognize our connection to the vast universe that surrounds us. Every breath and step presents fresh opportunities. Infinity does not pose any real issues. Experience the breathtaking and eternal nature of infinity from a different point of view. Personal worries become less important. Find solace in the vastness that surrounds you, knowing that it envelops you with warmth and security. Have faith in the continuous cycles and let go of what no longer serves you. Discoveries often come from unexpected sources. Take regular breaks to contemplate. Quiet your thoughts and tune in to the wisdom that resides within. Discover the path to uncovering life's purpose and meaning. When we synchronize our pace with the compass of our soul, suffering comes to an end. Embark on a one-of-a-kind journey through endless possibilities. Utilize your talents to assist others and unleash your creative potential. Help the planet. Building a legacy is created through the power of genuine, humble acts of service. Become aware of the impact your presence has on those around you. We reflect each other like mirrors. Take a break and rejuvenate your soul when fatigue sets in. Difficulties become more manageable with enjoyable distractions, both significant and minor. Having a good laugh and embracing a carefree attitude can help replenish our energy and propel us forward. Let go of doubt and perfectionism. Progress is achieved through a series of small steps. Infinity allows for the manifestation of all potential in its own time. The wise soul is characterized by patience. Every day, make a deliberate effort to nurture inner peace by living mindfully. Then you perceive infinity as a comforting abode rather than an expansive wilderness. Lesson 7. Happy insurance is goodwill. True success goes beyond mere wealth, fame, or power. Discovering this comes from cultivating positive intentions and self-compassion. Making this mindset our daily practice provides insurance for a life of meaning, positivity, and resilience. Cultivate patience and compassion, both inwardly and outwardly. Lead with empathy. It's important to prioritize understanding before making judgments. This promotes open-mindedness and resolves conflicts. Progress is achieved through positive intentions. Generosity, large and small, is energy well spent. Offer assistance to unfamiliar people. Acknowledge and appreciate the talents of others. Offer words of encouragement without hesitation. Acts of kindness have a way of multiplying and making a big impact. When disagreements come up, it's important to engage in respectful arguments. Appreciate the value of differing perspectives. Focus on finding a solution rather than just trying to come out on top. Conflict can actually deepen bonds in a graceful way. Goodwill helps to alleviate tension. Embrace a mindset focused on growth. Have faith in the power of the human spirit. Support and guide up and coming talent by investing in promising ventures. Encourage people to aspire to great heights and achieve their goals. Be quick to forgive. Let go of grudges that poison from within. Emphasize the importance of reconciliation rather than seeking retribution. Discover liberation through acts of kindness. Building a strong foundation for success requires trust, collaboration, and a sense of community. Leading with compassion and humility lays the foundation for these core principles. Building goodwill creates strong bonds and a sense of common goals. The real indicators of success. When we prioritize goodwill, even challenges can be seen as chances to foster understanding. With this mindset, one can live confidently and treat all beings with respect. There is no better insurance for leading a life of consequence. By being self-aware, you can easily recognize the emergence of volatile tendencies. Unrestrained anger and impulsive actions often cause more harm than external circumstances. Making peace within must come first. Progress is achieved through focused thinking and the willingness to wait for rewards. When faced with challenges, it's important to refrain from reacting impulsively. It's important to carefully plan your next moves. If a direct approach isn't working, get creative. By being adaptable and calm, you can discover different paths to move ahead. At times, it becomes necessary for old patterns or systems to undergo a fundamental transformation. Inertia maintains the current state of affairs. At these junctures, we must either inject new vision and solutions or consciously step aside. It's important to be honest with ourselves when our contributions are no longer effective. In the midst of chaos, find solace in your inner calm as a source of stability. Remain focused and unaffected by any unnecessary theatrics. Provide a sense of tranquility and offer clear and rational advice in challenging circumstances. Clear-headedness motivates others to overcome the panic. When facing obstacles along your path, approach them with wisdom. Some battles are just not worth the effort. Simplify your energy usage for what truly matters. Stay focused and motivated, ignoring any minor distractions or setbacks. Ensure that your actions consistently reflect your values. Dhoni was having a really bad day. He had a rough morning, waking up late, spilling coffee on his outfit, and missing the bus. There were long lines at the grocery store. After Dhoni struggled to carry his bags home, he experienced a sense of frustration and defeat. While putting away groceries, Dhoni noticed the thoughtful note from his neighbor Lucy, along with the flowers on his doorstep. Last month, Dhoni fondly recalled how Lucy had kindly brought him soup while he was feeling unwell. Dhoni wanted to show his appreciation to Lucy by preparing a delicious homemade meal. Chopping vegetables while cooking brought a sense of calm to Dhoni, and he could feel his mood improving. He happily sang along to his favorite tunes, made some extra delicious food, and kindly shared a plate with his neighbor Lucy. Lucy was filled with joy as the two of them spent the evening laughing on Dhoni's porch. Dhoni was grateful for the opportunity to connect with someone and make a positive impact. The following morning, Dhoni experienced a renewed sense of motivation. Dhoni kindly offered a granola bar to a man who appeared to be in need at the bus stop. He praised the barista at his coffee shop. These kind gestures lifted her spirits throughout the day. Doni discovers that when she shifts his focus away from his own problems and chooses to be kind, he experiences a sense of lightness and purpose. He now firmly believes that being kind and generous is the key to finding happiness, no matter what challenges life throws at you. It comes back to you when you need it the most. Lesson 8. Pressure generates resistance. Freedom and autonomy are fundamental desires of the human spirit. When faced with overwhelming external pressures and demands, it is only natural to feel resistant. Excessive pressure can be overwhelming and lead to resistance, but a moderate amount can be motivating. By giving others room to breathe, their true potential can shine through. Reactive resistance occurs when we feel trapped or pressured. When people feel like they are being manipulated through sheer force, they instinctively resist. Even the smallest potential consequences can make someone want to defy authority. It is important for people to have a sense of choice. When productivity is forced, the results become less effective over time. When operating in crisis mode, efficiency decreases as anxiety takes over and focus is lost. It is important for people to have workloads that are well balanced and allow for adequate time to recharge. Setting attainable objectives brings out their optimal performance. Excessive control and excessive scrutiny of others can have negative consequences. When people experience a persistent sense of being monitored and evaluated, their self-assurance diminishes. Greater commitment is achieved when trust in their competency is prioritized over pressure. Every person has the potential for greatness within them. Having patience and showing compassion can assist in gently bringing this out. People are more likely to tap into their higher nature when they feel listened to, appreciated, and encouraged along their path. We can effectively impart knowledge through gentle guidance and inspiration. However, forceful methods always provoke opposition. The soul requires room to explore its own sense of liberation and enthusiasm. Embark on a journey alongside others without elevating yourself above them. Through a thorough examination of the factors contributing to resistance, we are able to achieve a harmonious equilibrium in nurturing people. Excessive pressure can be overwhelming, while a moderate amount can be motivating. Unleash the untapped potential in others. Encouragement, not control, is what uplifts the soul to new heights. Underneath misplaced anger, there are underlying emotions of fear, pain, and disconnection. By embracing wisdom and compassion, we have the power to disrupt patterns of aggression. This allows the soul to embrace the joys of life free from any negativity. Everyday annoyances can sometimes lead to anger. Angry driving, aggressive actions, hurtful language. Anger can give us a false sense of control when we're faced with uncertainty. However, responding with kindness and compassion can help alleviate suffering. Disagreements can be expressed in a firm yet respectful manner. Lack of knowledge leads to hostility. Some people may respond defensively when they are not exposed to a wide range of perspectives and lifestyles. Interactions that are warm and humanizing can help break down prejudice. Education expands perspectives to embrace complexity. We inspire change by demonstrating peaceful yet impactful self-assertion. Respond to aggression by using calm de-escalation techniques. Make sure to clearly define the boundaries, strive to comprehend rather than overpower opposing perspectives. Make progress by embracing the power of persuasive truth rather than relying on force. Think about moments when you wished you had responded differently in anger. Temporary relief was quickly replaced by a sense of emptiness. Understanding can help break harmful cycles. Take a moment to collect your thoughts before replying. It's refreshing to live without aggression, which brings a sense of lightness to the spirit. True security stems from inner strength rather than trying to project a tough exterior. Creativity thrives when there is less defensiveness. The energy you send is reflected by others. Deliver a message of optimism. Living a non-aggressive life can be both challenging and rewarding. Take a moment to pause when you encounter provocation. Consider the reasons and underlying needs that drive behaviors. In these moments, cultivating patience can sow the seeds of peace that have the power to transform society. One word has the power to completely change how we see things. During challenging moments when emotions become overwhelming, using clear and straightforward language can help us move from feeling paralyzed by anxiety to taking practical steps forward. Despair is often felt when faced with a problem that seems impossible to solve. However, the word challenge ignites innovative solutions. It is not helpful to use absolute terms like always and never. Words such as sometimes and occasionally can bring a sense of optimism. Feeling frustrated can intensify negative emotions. Adding anger to feelings of sadness or disappointment. Clarity can be achieved by addressing the feeling of disappointment. With a strong determination to persevere, we are propelled forward. Exhausted indicates a state of complete depletion, while fatigued suggests the need for rest and rejuvenation. The way we use language can have a significant effect on our thoughts, even if we're not aware of it. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Feeling overwhelmed is often a result of feeling like you have no control. Letting go of the need for control by using words like allow, embrace, and trust can surprisingly bring inner peace. Think of anxiety as an emotional storm. Embrace the falling rain, knowing that it will eventually stop. Reflect on positive and inspiring words such as faith, courage, acceptance, and joy. May these intentions resonate in every aspect of life. Adjusting a few words can help shift your perspective, opening up new opportunities for action and personal development. During challenging periods, it's important to be mindful of the thoughts you allow into your mind. Understanding is shaped by language. Thoughtful language can help dispel fears and illuminate clear paths ahead. Master the art of using vocabulary effectively to unlock its incredible potential. Final lesson. Superhuman soul. The world is full of challenges that can disrupt our inner peace. Adversity can often trigger strong emotions like fear, anxiety, and anger. However, we can all tap into our inner strength to overcome life's challenges and develop unwavering peace through intentional cultivation of our minds and spirits. We have the potential to nurture extraordinary souls. Understanding the work starts with your mindset and how you perceive it. Develop the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions from a neutral standpoint without getting caught up in them. Accept them without dwelling on them. Embrace mindfulness and live in the present moment. Excessive focus on the past or future often leads to unnecessary suffering. Take some time to explore different philosophies and wisdom traditions that align with your interests. Learn about principles and practices that foster qualities such as gratitude, patience, forgiveness, and compassion. Incorporate these practices into your daily routine by journaling, meditating, and reflecting. Take a closer look at your triggers and the way you typically react. Take note of recurring patterns such as feelings of resentment, self-criticism, or defensiveness. Make a deliberate effort to select more positive reactions. With practice, your emotional reflexes change for the better. Look inward for validation rather than seeking it from external events or people. Your worth is inherent and does not rely on acknowledgement or accomplishments. View all people as fellow companions, even those who may pose challenges. Hope they have a good outcome. Peace radiates from a truly remarkable soul, touching those around them. You provide solace during chaotic periods. Approach negativity with understanding and inner resilience. Continue spreading your brightness. The superhuman soul remains unbothered, making life less troublesome for everyone.